hungry as hell too. Hey Jim, we're here live. BVD. It's a special day. I think. Let me press mute because Dak Prescott is yelling. Oh shit, are we live? Are we having technical difficulties?
I swear to fucking God. Can you hear me now? This shit is
Yeah,
pissing me off. Oh,
I was like,
I
what's
swear
going on?
I removed the fucking stream to Twitter link like forever ago, but always it keeps popping up to be like, are you sure you don't want to stream to Twitter? And I'm like, oh, hey, I'm hearing myself on your end. Uh, but but yeah, it's that thing of like this fucking I hate this website. I hate this shit show. Welcome back. Like Banks says, we're live. Banks versus Davis. Short episode this week. It's the holiday season, and there's some light topics, but we appreciate you joining us this sunny afternoon as football is on. And Banks, you came back to Twitter for one day for some pussy, and that was it. You dipped, and you haven't been back since. What the fuck was that about?
Is it? Let me know if you can hear yourself.
When I'm talking right
No.
now?
Yeah.
I don't hear myself now. No.
Okay, cool. So let me explain what happened. That's what happened, and then the Friday night roll call. So every Friday I'll be back just to post that because that's the only reason why I need Twitter. Otherwise, than that, I can contact my friends that I know personally and seen in person, and I can
Don't do
contact
that.
them if I
Don't do
want
that
their
after what you
thoughts.
did on the same. See here, you want to. Oh, this is some behind the scenes tension going on here. This man, you getting on my nerves.
No, but the thing is, I have this thing in my mind, and it's been happening the past 3 days where I don't care, and it's really just been heightened. Like I just don't care. Sometimes I do shit, and I just be like, man, fuck it. Like if you go to my IG story, you're gonna see that a lot today. So
Okay, and don't forget, everyone. This is the day after Banks's birthday. I didn't wish him a happy birthday because he
so
would have
we
called me
live
a
right
certain.
now, pal.
He,
Today is my
he,
birthday.
I always thought it's the 20th, isn't it?
Oh, that's Jean's birthday.
Who am I? You said y'all got the same birthday.
Oh, mine is the day after his. Mine is
Oh,
today.
okay. See, I
Jean's
thought
is
it was
yesterday, and this
well
gal
because
that
I
I just
always
posted
thought,
on IG is yesterday, the same
yeah.
day as
If I
Jean.
don't want to look at that that
And then
corny
today is
shit.
mine, a day after both of theirs, and then it's a great person, two great people. Two, yeah.
See,
Well, I
I
share a
was
birthday. No, it's Samuel Jackson. Shouts out to the homie Nico. The gal that was on our podcast 5 years ago. Jamil Hill,
oh
Otis.
my
Yeah,
god, those are back to back terrible ones. Back to Jesus.
that's the Arkham Asylum right there. But yeah, I share a birthday with them four individuals. But yeah, Samuel Jackson. Yeah, I just named all the people.
I always thought it was the 20th for some reason. I don't know why.
I fucking mattered. Birthdays aren't real anyway.
They literally are. It's the day you came into this world, unless you're gonna do that. We were reborn, reincarnated, all that shit. If you want to
Yeah,
take it to that, okay. Here, what were
I'm
you in your
37
past
years
life?
old. 3,700 years old.
Oh, not even that. See, now you
I
think
might
you're
be 37,000 years old.
yeah. If you want to take it to that celestial type of shit, take a hike, pal.
Hey man, sometimes I think that shit ain't real. Then sometimes I do. I don't know, bro. As you get older, you'll realize like you just got different thoughts about everything.
We're in the same age bracket. What do you mean? As I get older, you're only 7 years older than me. This is
I thought
LA
you
Knight to
turned
John
30 next
Cena.
year.
Like
Uh,
you call me OG, we the same. We in the same age bracket, man. Like, come on.
You call me OG. Hey, don't compare me to that loser though. He
No, I'd be
44.
LA
His
Knight.
career might be 50.
I would be LA Knight. Yeah.
No, you
What?
wouldn't.
Yeah.
You were a better talker than him.
You big dummy. Yeah.
Right. That's what I plan on doing tonight to celebrate. I'm gonna watch Stanford the Sun. So every day is my birthday. You know,
Nah,
I'm
but
dressed like him right now. I got the shirt on, Lamont.
I know you came back to the store. I'm like, all right, he's back. He's back. And then what do I see right away? Hey, I just want to wish. I want to wish your special girl. I want to wish her a happy birthday. I want to say you's a special one. You's a
It's not even
star.
her birthday. That's the funny thing. It's not even her birthday, but I
And
did
I
that.
go, see
Nobody
this.
followed me back, so I said, "Fuck it."
This is the because you're the most unserious person to log into Twitter. At this point, that has to be your identity. Is you're the man without Twitter.
It's nothing on there that I need to
No,
see.
I'm not saying you need it, but it's just I think like when, like I said, you that's why I posted the Undertaker like boom, like you return just to like remember every 4 to 5 months from '06 to basically the retirement match, he would dip for half the year. The Undertaker, that's you basically on Twitter. Like he would just come back, have 4 months worth of matches, get injured or need rest, whichever it would be, come back, have 4 months worth of matches, get hurt, need rest, repeat over and over and over until he finally had to hang it up for good.
Yeah, that's what I usually do with social media in general, but more so Twitter.
But yeah, I was like, oh, I can't. And I like I said, I just see the first post. I'm like, ah, a slave to the pussy. That's what you are. You a slave to the
See,
pussy.
hey, it's my birthday. How did we get here? It's called
That is
recycling,
true.
brother.
If you do want to again go that Tupac Kendrick Lamar route of like, how did we all came from pussy and we all try to go back to the pussy? What does that say about us? Huh? Like, okay,
Again, it's called recycling. You go out, one come in. You go out, one come in. It's like a cycle, brother. And why does that jabroni from Barstool Sports have a show?
dude, I
What does
can't.
he know? What does he know about sports?
Uh, nothing
I
really.
know
When you
he had an
actually
intern tweeting when they first got started.
and they just got for some reason if the commissions were to say Netflix you can't acquire HBO, I mean Warner Brothers in general, because you're trying to give all these podcasts platforms on your service, like it defeats the purpose to air podcasts on Netflix. They
Yeah,
just announced they a couple months ago they said they were start airing the Ringers podcast. Then they had a deal a couple of days ago where they start airing other podcasts, and then it was like a few days ago they said certain Barstool shows are going to join Netflix. I'm just like, why am I going to turn to Netflix to listen or watch the podcast when we have YouTube? Like that's the point of YouTube, as I said last week in the opening 30 minutes, where I'm like, if we're not watching Netflix or HBO, when it comes to streaming services, it's YouTube is what everyone spends their times on, with their times on.
yeah. This is why I spend $15 a month. I just mostly just listen to podcasts, Jim Cornette videos. I know what he said. And WCW. That's really all I use it for.
I don't even think YouTube Premium is like that big a deal for them. It's because they're probably going to make more money with the ad services because you're gonna have to watch those ads, and those ads are going to get those ad are they're going to be paid for them. Like those products are paying to use YouTube as a way to like force these ads down your throat, because the biggest thing that fucked up really TV and cable as a whole is, well, besides cable, which had no commercials because it was premium channels, movies all the time, and then they created their own TV shows. But when TiVo was created, that was the biggest game changer, where you could pause and then fast forward and all that and then record stuff. Obviously, that's probably what shook this whole foundation. As much as people want to blame Netflix, it's actually TiVo that kicked this whole thing off to like create the new world of consuming media as we know it.
I mean, it's what's crazy? Whenever I get a house, I'm probably about to go back to cable. Even though I'm like not a huge like I don't watch shit. I think me and you talked about that. Like I just watch sports. That's about it. But I
Well,
would
that was
actually
the
go back to
argument for
cable.
YouTube. That was the argument for YouTube TV about saying they were more valuable than YouTube. ABC was more valuable than YouTube TV as a whole by saying we have best sports package than CBS and Fox does, so you should pay us more to air our stuff. And YouTube TV was like, again, take a hike, and then they were all of a sudden like, shit, fuck, we made a mistake. Come back, please.
Right. And then yeah, Netflix. What deal did they just? Who just signed to them? It was a radio show.
No, they signed Elle Duncan to start. They're going to start Netflix Sports, and Elle
There you
Duncan's going to
go.
be their anchor. Yeah, like I said,
Her big
they
head
just
ass.
got okay. What you got against big-headed women, huh?
Nothing. They'll get this work, even though her boyfriend is 20 years old, or her husband.
Really?
He young than a motherfucker.
All right. Well, good for her.
Right, well, good for her. But otherwise than that, yeah, I felt like they had another deal going on. But the point is, like David was saying, bro, I'm not going to watch sports on Netflix, bro. I don't. You know what Netflix is for? Breaking news, movies and TV shows, and sports. Like they got the Cowgirls going against the Commanders on Christmas Day. Guess what? I ain't watching that because if we beat them right now, they out the playoffs. I think no, actually, who got up? The Eagles. I think if the Eagles win, they automatically out the playoffs, and then the Commanders should be sinking. And thank God for that.
The
Hey, Jamie
Cowboys got eliminated.
McDaniels,
The Cowboys got
read
eliminated
you.
yesterday.
You said Dallas got eliminated yesterday.
Yeah, when the Eagles won, Dallas was eliminated with that game.
Oh, okay, I thought the Eagles was playing today for some reason.
No, they played last night. It was Eagles, Commanders, and then Bears, Packers, which we'll get to in a little bit. But here's what Netflix said. Starting early 2026, Netflix will be the exclusive home for video versions of iHeartRadio's top podcasts, including The Breakfast Club, My Favorite Murder, Joe and Jada, Dear Chelsea, Bobby Cast, and This Is Important. This Is Important is the guys from Workaholics, their podcast.
Wait. Joe and Jada going to Netflix?
The video versions.
Well, I'll be damned. They the rookie of the years and blew up that fast.
And then, like I said, there'll be the video version of homes of Pardon My Take, Spitting Chicklets, and Reiner. Some of the top podcasts from Barstool, like we just talked about.
Hey, I told Ant we can just go ahead and sell out, but of course I was joking. 10%.
And then it was in October, they were going to be the video versions of Bill Simmons' podcast, the Rewatchables, the McShay Show, Dave Chang Shows, Serial Killers, and then the Zach Lowe Show.
I don't know.
Yeah, but like I said,
I did see that Workaholics had their own show coming up, but I thought it was something like in Vegas or something.
That's a whole nother thing in itself of like, because Adam Devine, I'd say, is the most relevant one.
Yeah, I don't know what everybody Anders and all them doing. I ain't seen them.
Anders Holm was trying to get he would get roles and stuff, but Blake Anderson was really the one that, like, I think based off his look, I think he was trying to avoid getting typecasted as that guy with the crazy hair and the mustache. But yeah, I wasn't really that into their show. Anyway, what? I thought it was okay. I did, yeah. You would think like that's right up my alley, right?
Bro, Workaholics a classic.
I'm not saying it's bad. I just wasn't like a diehard fan of it. I would just watch a couple episodes when they would be on, but I didn't seek out to watch it.
Yeah, no, I was a huge mark for Workaholics, especially in the first 2 seasons. Yeah, Mark Summers on that first season.
Yeah. I mean, I think to me, and that's where I think the type of comedy content I seek out, whether it be a show like that or someone's stand-up special, that's where I'd say it's much more personal taste or finding stuff. Like I'm like this year, I finally understood Tim Robinson's comedy, like it because I watched that movie Friendship a couple weeks ago with him and Paul Rudd, and it was hilarious. But he had that show on Netflix. I think you. What the fuck? Okay.
You okay?
What was? Whoa! What did you see it? This isn't some WWE angle. Like who's running the Titantron? What was it? We're having technical difficulties here. Yeah, that was weird.
What just happened? I ain't see it.
On my end, we were off the screen and then we were back, so it seems fine. But okay. Um,
Yeah, the whole time I've been saying, "Hey, man, again, StreamYard, I hate you." And we try to find alternatives. It ain't gonna work. This is what happened when corporations start making money. They just like, we're gonna do whatever. Like, what the fuck, dude? I'm so done with iPhones. This is my last one. I ain't buying another one. What
you've
the
been
fuck is up?
saying that.
No, legit. I'm not buying. I'm not buying another one. I'm not paying for no 17, 18, 20. I'm not buying another iPhone. What the fuck is this bubble update shit that I tried to avoid for like 2 weeks and then they just made me do it?
You just gotta again. Apple says update it. You gotta update it. It's that point where like you can't avoid, trying to keep your phone the old way it was. I don't want you're always on like the Skynet. The machines are going to take over. They're going to force
Yeah,
us as their as the reign of terror begins. But I mean, it could happen, but I don't think it's going to happen to that extent. But yeah, I
yes
mean,
it
of
is.
course,
It's gonna be worse than it's gonna be worse than you think.
how are they going to pick up guns to fire themselves, huh?
They already doing it. They already talked about some machines, man. The
Those
government.
robots, every time those robots are shown, all you gotta do is just kick them on their side. They can never get back up. That's the first thing in those videos is like knock them on their side. They don't have like the dexterity to like bend and get back up.
No, it's not
It's
those. It's
basically
the other ones with the
it's
human
basically
face they talking about.
Ed 209 from RoboCop. Like everyone's the best. Like all you had to do is knock Ed 209 down, and he was useless. Besides the fact that he was a tank, a walking tank.
Until he met a real tank and he could maneuver around. The motherfucker walking side to side, plug walk.
Speaking of tanks, let's go into this topic.
Tank
So
Davis.
Friday night was Jake Paul, Anthony Joshua. I didn't watch it. I felt no need to watch it. I wasn't even going to watch when it was going to be Jake Paul versus Tank Davis. But I saw the clip, and I'd say this: um, I don't think it was a fixed fight, but Anthony Joshua could have hit him a lot more square on than he did. I think he pulled that punch about 50% because there's no way in hell he would have missed Jake Paul's entire right side of his face, like his orbital bone, his cheek, the almost the temple of his head, and he grazes his jaw enough to break it. Which I mean, could they be saying it's a legit broken jaw? Yes or no? With Jake Paul, I think he's as fake as his brother is when it comes to the wrestling shit and all that. Because he showed up to the ring with like the Hulk Hogan gear. Apparently, he had a Hulkamania jacket, and his tights were the Hulk Hogan in red and yellow font and all that. But I think Anthony Joshua literally could have knocked this guy square out because once Jake Paul gets hit and goes to the ground, he does that whoa face. That's where I'm like, if it hurt that bad, you'd be out cold. Like, I don't think Jake Paul is designed to take that much of a punch, which is what I'm saying. It had to be watered down to an extent. What do you think about that? Oh, Banks just had to dip for a second.
No, I'm back. I just didn't
Okay.
wash my hands.
Yeah.
Legit. I didn't know what day it was. My day's been mixed up. I just came off working a gig where it required me to get up at 3:30 to get prepared every morning. Uh, so I had no idea what the fuck was going on. Shouts out to the guys, as they say, on Steve, the guys, because they was doing the live stream, Random Max live stream. So I watched that for a second and I thought I was dreaming. Because I've been going to sleep like 9 o'clock, knocked the fuck out. And then Eve hit me up like 10, 11 o'clock saying, fucking Anderson Silver just knocked somebody out at 50 years old. And I'm like, question
He
mark.
knocked
And then I
out
fell back asleep.
Tyron Woodley. He knocked out in the battle of ex UFC champions. He knocked him out, and he fainted. Like he apparently was like going for a fake leg kick feint, and just got him. Which goes to show, like the whole point of Tyron Woodley's UFC career is he had no stand-up game. He was a wrestler. He was a wrestler in college. He'd been a wrestler his whole life. and he
Yeah.
didn't really knock out guys that much. Yeah, they would say like, "Oh, he's got that knockout power if he can connect." But a lot of his, I think, title fights were all like ground and pound hump fests, as people would say.
Ground and pound hunt fest is crazy. But nah, he just he like I saw that and I'm like, what? Anderson Silva boxing? You know what I mean? I thought it was Dave Chappelle. And then ironically, Dave Chappelle dropped a stand up right afterwards. And we could talk about that after this because that was his
Well, when I
best
see
stand up
it,
special.
I haven't seen
You
it
got
yet.
to tap in. I watched it
Yeah.
yesterday during the UNC game. And that's his best stand up special in a minute. So when you watch it, we'll actually talk about it.
Well,
But
it's weird when he did
legit,
that because he did that with the Dreamer last year, and I think it's his way of knowing like I'm pissing people off, so he's trying to do the Beyonce quiet drop, like hey, it's there, and watch if you want to watch it, but he's not doing full steam ahead promotion or like getting in people's faces like the new stand-up special coming out, coming out, coming out, coming out, and it's just like quiet drop. And if you watch it, you watch it. If you don't, you don't.
yeah, no, it was legit funny from beginning and again it's his best one since 2017. That shit was hilarious and it was just fire. uh so let's go back to the fight because I saw the highlights. And this made Haha Davis finally decide to get off his job and go ahead and just do voiceover that in this video with this Rottweiler. That's fucking hilarious. But yeah, I thought he was gonna bend the knee. I thought it's always a work when I see the Paul brothers, is because one is a
Yep.
jabroni in wrestling, and then the other one is a jabroni in boxing. So I thought he was gonna do the job, being Joshua. He's just an IG model at this point right now. People,
That's
oh,
jealousy, I hear.
oh. He's no, he's an IG model. When he go against the real fighters like the Klitschko brother, and I think that was 2017, he knocked him clean out, and Klitschko was about 120 at that point. John Lewis was 120, and Klitschko was as well. So I don't believe the hype, of Joshua. Am I hating? Probably, but at the same
Yeah, you
time,
are.
he is just a no. He's just an IG. Tell me your favorite. Hold on, everybody in the chat. Hey, bye. Tell me your favorite Joshua match. Andy Ruor's fat ass knocked him out.
I was about to say he everyone's favorite fights are probably the ones where he gets knocked out because, like you
He ain't
said,
got
he
no
barely.
chin.
Well, it's boxing too. I mean, the whole like having a chin thing.
It's
I'd say
real.
wait. No, I know, but like, just some people aren't designed to get hit in the face. Some people can punch people out. Some people can't get punched out.
That's what he is, Rome. He's a fucking IG model. He just walk around. I am British. I'm tall, and all the women like me. Who
That's
gives
a
a fuck?
The women do, obviously, because that's why I think you said that's
And
why
that's
they
why he
flock
keep
to
getting
him.
knocked out. He weak in the legs, right? Right. That women
You
make
would
you
all
weak
right.
in the
So
knees,
all
right?
right, if you're a boxer like him, Anisha Bumgarner comes to you, what are you doing?
Oh, it's
You
over,
stu-
bro. I'm getting knocked out.
exactly. So shut up, shut up. You're doing the
I'm
same
getting
thing.
knocked the
Like,
fuck out.
yeah, you're getting weak in the
First
legs
round
too.
knockout. Somebody can get me. Hell, dog. Who's the featherweight right now that's popular? I forgot his name, but a featherweight can knock me out if I'm a heavyweight. She get me. I'll be walking. I'll be on the horn or like the die die. What the Rock said about that? Like a die die die. But no, he got. I thought he was gonna bend the knee. Javante already told us what's up. We been knew the
Yeah,
players about Jake Paul.
let's listen to Gervonta Davis say anything.
Yeah, let's listen to him. What you want? Shoe, 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 shoe. Blue, blue, blue,
No,
blue.
let's listen to the guy who's like, I don't even care about boxing. I just want to beat up women, and I don't even care about boxing. I just want to
Whoa,
go home and beat up. Is that not what he does
that's a
when he's
legend.
not? Is alleged 3 times?
Yeah. Every now and then, Stern slapping too.
No, not. It's not even that level. Every time this guy's out of the ring, it's a woman gets attacked. Again, it's what did
Man, you
Drake
gotta
say?
think about
Is
this.
it is it
What if they
self
trying
defense?
to
Because she's bigger than you? Like, come on,
look?
that's
Motor
Gervonta. That's
City is
Gervonta.
here. We back. That's what I'm saying. Maybe she trying to pick him up.
He even talks like a toddler, like he should be on Rugrats. Man,
He like
I ain't trying to box.
5'5", dog. What you
I ain't
want?
trying to box past 30 years old. I ain't trying to do this no more. Yeah.
You ain't gonna do the accent? Okay, I don't want boxing more short.
Nah, because that's I don't want to pick on Zell right now.
I ain't said nothing about Zell. You said that. I ain't say nothing about Zell. Hey, Zell, that was him. That ain't
But
me.
if he was in this fight instead of Anthony Joshua, I don't think it would have gone the same way. I think based
He
off
would have
Tank's
been the
style,
knee.
he would have danced around the ring for 30 minutes and then like Mike Tyson try one punch, and then Jake Paul would have done it like the Shane McMahon like type of boxing, and then it would have been boring, and everyone would have been like, wow, Tank Davis really is scared to box someone for real, and Jake Paul is just a scammer, which he already is. But the fact that, like I said, he took, for some reason, Tank Davis, obviously, again, because he gets in trouble with women, gets taken
Why
out of
you
this
keep
fight.
bringing that back up? We know
It's
that.
it's
Goddamn it!
factual. It's factual.
Talk
So he
about
gets
the boxing part, dog.
no. Oh, now you want me to shut up and dribble about it? Okay. No.
That's what, bro.
This
Since the
woman
dawn of
beater.
time,
This woman beater. That's what this man. Again, what?
we
Who
gonna
was his?
beat him up. He beat his.
Who
He
was
beat
his?
his
Who was
girlfriend, and
his
his
role
kids.
model?
Eh?
Who was his mentor? Huh? I'm trying to do what you did. For I'm trying to. You threw me, man.
That's alleged too.
No, it ain't. It ain't. Why'd he go to jail? Come on, you're acting like this isn't evidence. This isn't
You
factual.
got me defending these dudes, bro. To a certain degree, I
That's
am.
what I'm
You
trying
got
to
me.
say. Like, you can't defend them when there's court cases and appeals and lawsuits and
Hey, they got
all of that.
PTSD, bro. They
From
punch drunk.
what?
For being punch drunk. It's a real thing.
That's what you play to win the game. If you want to be a boxer, you got to get punched.
And that's the problem. Nobody getting punched. This is why
And
we got
apparently,
this little.
if Floyd Mayweather was the best defensive boxer of all time, he wasn't getting punched in the head. So what was his excuse, huh?
Oh no, he was getting touched up a couple times. Everybody act like he never been touched. Cotto touched him up. Sugar Shane Mosley touched him up.
Well, that's because he was
Marcus
on that.
Arturo Gotti, God bless. He's been touched. That's why he just. You see how he be counting his money? He got to count it 20 times in a row because his brain
like he's big perm.
Yeah,
Count
because
it
no,
again.
he be
Count
flipping it to the other side. He got to make sure he counted. He like, I think I count.
But if he was 50
all
Cent,
time.
he would be like, you can't even count that money. One.
Turn it over. One,
Yeah.
2, 3, 2, 3.
No, all right. So he gets taken out of this fight, and for some reason, Jake Paul wanted to show, I guess, that he actually had some heart, some balls. He's like, I'll fight Anthony Joshua. And Anthony Joshua, like you said, at this point of his career, he might as well be an IG model.
That's what he's been.
No,
he been boxed, that for 8 years.
But he boxed competitively. He fought Klitschko, he fought Usyk, he fought Daniel Dubois. Yeah, he gets knocked out, gets sent to hell, or he gets boxed up.
That's what I'm saying. So he been an IG model. He lost his last fights.
Yeah, but he also knocks out dudes. He knocked out Hellenius. He knocked out.
Look who he knocked out.
But it's the point. Like, he's still got to knock out. It's the point. He's gonna knock out the scrubs and struggle against the real guys. That makes sense.
That don't make you a competitive boxer.
Yeah, it does.
No, that doesn't, dog. That makes you a loser.
Yeah, because he's fighting real boxers. Jake Paul fights ex-MMA fighters, ex-MMA fighters, ex-MMA fighters, and then he finally wants to fight a real boxer. And look what fucking happened. Here's what happened.
He fought a real boxer being Floyd.
Who was that was his brother. That was his brother. And that fight was a fucking shit show. Yeah, it was Logan Paul versus Floyd.
I always get them confused. I'm sorry. Why? Whoa, what is this on the screen? Hey, yo.
Yeah. That's what happens when you fight a real boxer.
No, I think you just need to take this off the screen. I'm uncomfortable because Andrew Tate might take him on that offer. Or if he was 12, he would.
And that's what leads to the other part of it. Andrew Tate had to find out
I don't want my face on this.
You can't fight for real. So, and again, Andrew Tate talks all this shit about women need to be on their knees. Look who's on their knees now. Andrew Tate. He was in the daddy. Please stop, daddy. I'll do whatever you want. I'm sorry.
Yo, it's been a bad past 2 weeks for light-skinned dudes. First, David Ortunga, that fucking loser, Andrew Tate.
Andrew Tate is not light-skinned. He's white.
Apparently he's black.
No, he's not.
That's what I don't know. That's what sources say.
Who said that? That's like Amp with the Halsey shit. Come on.
You know me. You know what I want to say. The only thing I'll say is he just evil Ricochet.
Andrew Tate?
Yeah. And then that's what they said. Hey, Ricochet, can you take this off? Like, dude, I'm
No,
behind
look
this
at it.
dude ass.
This is justice. See what happens when you talk all that shit and you
This
want to
is
be like
gay.
exactly. And these are the guys who are like, I ain't with that gay shit. I ain't with that. Be a man. Be a man. Do this and all that. Like sex traffic. Let's beat up women. Let's do all that shit.
That's
And
what
then
I'm saying.
they
That's
find
not being a man. That just make you a certified lover boy. Certified. Hey,
hey man,
Rome, you still got that video? Oh, I gotta say,
that was
Cody
justice
Draper.
right there. Justice was served on back-to-back nights.
Okay,
That was Andrew Tate was last night, or was it Friday
that
night
wasn't
too?
the
There's
same
no.
night.
It was because the UK time is what it
Hey,
was.
so what? So Alicia Baumgartner fought on the same
On the
card as
yeah,
Jake Paul and
because
them.
she's signed to his promotion, the MVP promotions.
Wait, what?
Yeah, she's one of his fighters.
Jake Paul?
Yeah, the promote Jake Paul's MVP, his most valuable promotions. She signed to that. So is the kid from Euphoria, Ashtray. He's on there. Amanda Serrano's on there, and then a bunch of other women fighters. Yeah.
What happened to the game I love? I understand that Mark Jackson quote every time now.
Nope.
What?
Nope. Like I just talked about with a fan last week. Mark Jackson doesn't know a goddamn thing. Sit in the booth, call some games. Don't tell me how to play.
No, but
And damn
you
sure
hear
don't
what
tell
you're
me to
saying.
go to church.
And I know, but that's a whole different conversation I can have. I ain't gonna do that right now. But I'm just like, bro, we got a YouTuber that run. Where's Bob Arum? I can't say what I want to say. Yeah, it
He's on
was
his
right
last
there.
days. He's on his last
He's
days.
gonna outlive us.
He's 95 years old.
He gonna outlive me and you. You know they don't die.
And Top Rank doesn't have a TV deal, so that's where he is. He's out in the middle of nowhere.
Where's Golden Boy?
They're with the zone.
I mean, I wouldn't sign to that cokehead, but still, Bernard Hopkins is there. He helped running it, so I would do it based on his principles.
Isn't
But
he an ex cokehead too?
nah, he never. You trying to get your ass beat? He ain't never did drugs a day. He hate when people say that. They like, you ever did drugs? He get offended, and especially alcohol. He be down there about to fight somebody. Be like, you ever touch alcohol? Not a day in my life. One of my favorite boxers ever. Not a day in my life. So
Nah, but
MVP, the real MVP, they. Oh, I mean, I hope they're getting cashed out. I'm pretty sure they are, as long as the splits is right.
yeah, because it's Netflix. It's that Netflix money that's going to buy Warner Brothers. That's going to them. Like Netflix is also in the Jake Paul fake fights business. That, as we found out,
Oh, okay. That's
yeah,
actually smart for her
because
to sign. Shorty just look extremely good, and then box against paperweights because she can't go against Clarissa. Clarissa might literally kill her because they got like
well, they're
real
what
heat.
like 15 pounds between the 15-pound difference between the two of
15.
them. Yeah, 15 or 20.
Clarissa got like 40 pounds on her.
Whoa, okay, take it easy there. Whoa.
No, I'm not calling her. I'm not saying she's fat, but I'm saying that ass is. But I'm not saying that. It's just though you can see it's a huge gap in between them. And then again, they got nuclear heat between each other. Like Carissa was like the whole thing with Layla Ali is I just calling her out and it's playful and did this, but she said Lisa, whatever her name is, fine
Anicia
motherfucker,
or Alicia. Sorry,
fine,
Anicia is something else.
Afania, her, yeah, the motherfucker. She said, "Nah, I got a legit problem
Fine as
with
a
her." I'm like,
motherfucker. That's what she is.
"Oh yeah, from the ruler to the tuga." And I would quote Biggie, but Zell already said he got a different word for Oscar De La Hoya. So Jake
Which
Paul,
is
all right, he got his jaw
nah.
broke, and everybody's like, "That's what he deserved." I ain't got a problem with
Yeah.
Jake Paul. I don't
What?
got no problem with him. I
One,
think he's just a jabroni.
they all are. Their dad's like a petter ass. Yeah, they showed him like kissing like a 16-year-old or 17-year-old girl, like for
Yeah,
one of their
what's their
skits.
origin story? Let's elaborate because I don't know their
They're
origin
from
story.
Bumblefuck, Ohio, and like they got again, they're the YouTube generation kids. Jake Paul then got like on a Disney show with Olivia Rodrigo when she no like when she was like before she became Olivia Rodrigo. It was like she because she was a Disney kid too. But
Mm.
yeah, like you see what happened. Like Jake and Logan Paul went from doing YouTube to trying to be an actor. He does an SVU episode. Everyone's like, "Oh, you can act, kid. You got chops." And
Wow, because he
I
did
got,
SVU,
yeah,
the show
I
with
got
a
to meet.
thousand cuts.
And then he did like, yeah, and then he got the cosign from Dwayne in 2017 because he got a role in the Baywatch movie. And he has like a quick cameo where he plays an asshole trying to become a lifeguard that they don't accept. And then after that, Hollywood wasn't calling. So what's he do? He finds something that has an audience that's dedicated and he jumps to wrestling. And then he's now a full-time wrestler, much to everyone's like, oh, he's the best part-timer ever lived. Nope, he's not a part-timer anymore. He is stuck there. He's committed because Hollywood's never going to call again. The boxing was played out. He boxed Floyd, he boxed KSI, and that was it. Um, Even Jake Paul lost, and the guy was the thing. Jake Paul lost to Tommy Fury, Tyson Fury's half brother, and
Yeah,
he was barely a boxer, and he got boxed up by him. So I'm glad this happened, Jake Paul. Like, stop trying to be like I'm a boxer, or be like that thing of like, oh, he's so brave for getting in there with actual fighters. Like, no, he's not. He's fighting guys who are over 40 with 20 years of brain trauma. Like, that's not fucking brave.
yeah. Mike Tyson was high before he had that fight. But if you put Mike Tyson shit, help the bear. If you put Mike Tyson prime against a bear, it's over. But let alone Jake Paul, he would have washed him when he was
Exactly. And what Zell just
cokehead
said,
Mike
he came
Tyson.
out with he came out with Takashi 69. So like that's another reason. Like, and like they're gonna be the next Epstein files. That circle.
The
Mark my
Hogan. Oh, he was
words.
cool with Hogan.
He had Hulk Hogan gear. That's what I was saying. He had the Hulk Hogan red and yellow font and gear and jacket coming to the ring.
But ain't he invited to the barbecue? Jake Paul?
Jake Paul.
Yeah.
You'd have to ask that dumb bitch whose text you sent me yesterday. She's the queen of that shit.
She put him over?
I would imagine so. She does for other white men.
Oh, she be on her knees about Cody Rhodes.
Mm-hmm.
Anyhow. Broad shoulders. Anyhow.
Not so lovely.
Somebody said she was built like Khalil Mack.
That's a diss to Khalil Mack. Shit.
All right, look, man. Yeah, nah, for real. Sam. Listen, all right, so who did Andrew Tate fight before we move on?
He fought again a nobody. They said he was a model or a Netflix actor. Yeah, they
A
showed his previous fight.
Netflix actor.
They showed his previous fight. He was like doing stuff like trying to duck and dodge and punch at the same time. He's trying to do stuff like,
Why y'all all
but
the
for some
punch those
reason
motherfuckers?
he was able. Well, not for some reason, because Andrew Tate was another one of these guys. Like he was basically Jean Claude Van Damme. Where like I had 100 kickboxing fights, never lost any of them, and then his first real fight, this guy lands a fucking uppercut, and Andrew Tate's like, like he's fucking on the beaches of Normandy. Like, what happened? What happened?
Yo, if I get beat by a Netflix actor, whatever a Netflix actor
Yeah,
is, he's just called an
that guy was
actor.
the IG model. Not anything. This guy was the IG model because that's what he looked
No,
like.
Anthony
He looked
Joshua
like
could be one too.
you. All right, I can't wait till when he sees you and knocks you the fuck out.
Hey, Davis, I got a gun. That's my response anytime somebody say they want to fight. Cool, I got you right now. This man,
What?
hey, in the words of Cameron, why
Why
lift
use a
weights
gun?
when I
Why
can
use a gun,
squeeze?
son? Why use
Huh?
a gun, son? Why use it when you got? You're right here. This is all you right here. It's all you need. Learn to be the
Hey,
bigger man.
Jim Cornette said this to Brock Lesnar. Ain't nobody gonna fight you. They just gonna shoot your big
Jim
ass.
Cornette also said, "Sean Benjamin, I want you to fuck my wife." Okay, so
What's the problem? You
have
switch
you
with me, I
seen his
switch with
wife?
you. Yeah.
No, sir, I'm not doing that.
So we.
I know that
Hey, hey, Craig,
Sean
big
Benjamin.
bitches need love too.
No, no, that's not even big. That is Buzz, your girlfriend. Woof. That's what that is.
You said she built like King Kong Bundy.
Yeah, with hair. Who
Also,
else could
Gorilla
Jim Cornette?
Monsoon.
Who else could Jim Cornette marry? Come on, look at him.
It's, I mean, his cousin. He
Well,
from
maybe
Kentucky.
she is. I don't know. Darling,
He's
why don't you
really,
go over another can of Sprite?
yeah,
I'm getting parched.
body built by Wendy's. That'll do it. Every time I eat
Yeah.
Wendy's, my stomach hurt.
Who eats Wendy's these days?
Bruh, I had to eat it last week because it was the only thing open. I was fucked up the next morning. I do like they
Speaking of fucked
nuggets.
up the next morning,
Uh,
Dot ain't here, and I know why. Cause the Bears. Did you watch the game?
no, I didn't. We was recording wiretap, and besides that, I hate
Oh,
Bears fans.
so he actually got to see this happen as y'all were recording.
Yeah, I sent you that picture. Actually, I'll take that back. I don't hate Bear
That
fans
is a
because
that I'm sorry, that was a quality Photoshop. To do that to someone's personal photo is phenomenal. I don't have my hat on right, but I would tip my hat to you, sir, whoever did that, because that's not an easy Photoshop job.
no, that should look. I think they use AI for that because it looked too clean.
Yeah,
Like it
but
looked like it's his actual blanket. I was like, no, that's AI.
yeah, but
And
no,
let
I was
me be
watching.
clear. I
Okay,
don't hate Bears fans because a lot of the homies from
yo,
Chicago
no,
are.
no, no, no. See, amp. Here he goes.
No, no,
Here he
no. I
goes.
don't hate. I don't
Walking
hate
it
them.
back.
Okay, watch this. Since you want to cut me up, I don't hate. Don't talk on talking, jabroni. I I don't hate them. The
I'm
ones I
talking.
know. Yeah. Shut the
What do you
mouth.
mean?
I talk. Davis, you're a joke, jabroni. Till I call you. Nah. So the homies that's Bears fans that's from Chicago, I fuck with them. The fans that just and we're gonna talk about. I know why you did this. We're gonna talk about the fan bases in general because the Cowboys is the worst fan base besides the Lakers.
No, it's
But
not.
no, they worse. Because with the Bear fans, they understand like, all right, we winning right now, but then we gonna lose and we gonna do the regular shit. But I'm letting them have a year because goddamn, they ain't won that since like '07.
They've had two 10-win seasons, and one of them had Mitch Trubisky as their starting quarterback. Like, god damn, that shows you how long you've been in hell. Because to be like a 10-win season with Mitch, I can't throw the ball more than 5 yards. Trubisky, like, I
Did
wouldn't
I
wish
ever
that.
tell you what my homeboy said about Jay Cutler? That's a diehard Bears fan.
That
He
he
from
was
Chicago.
that he was that's the only reason he sucked is because he had the sugars or whatever.
Yeah,
Give him
he said no.
someone hand him a Snickers bar or something, get him going.
He said, he said, hey dog, he a diabetic. You can't blame him. His sugar be acting up.
One, the tandem between him and Brandon Marshall as a top wide receiver, top quarterback do. They weren't top of any, but that's what fans want, or Bears fans or NFL idiots want to call them. Like, keep an eye on this tandem, Jay Cutler, Brandon Marshall. I'm like, that is more cancerous than Matt Hardy and MVP or any other put together team in WWE or WCW or wrestling history of like two guys who shouldn't be together because they're from two completely different ideals. Jay Cutler is a racist redneck from Tennessee, and Brandon Cutler
Damn.
is a fucking lunatic. How on earth could they coexist?
Jay Cutler racist?
Fuck yeah, he's hardcore conservative.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's why he was trying. They said he was trying to date, or it was just a rumor, like Candace Owens, because his wife divorced him, Kristen Cavallari from the Hills. She divorced him. Then he was trying to be with this hot country singer, and I think she was like, "Nah, I'm good." After like a date, I think after one date, she was like, "Nah, I'm good." And then yeah, it was like rumor that he was gonna be seen with, like, he had been seen with Candace Owens, or was that she was gonna try to get at him. But yeah, like, he's hardcore conservative.
Hey, what you said about Candace Owens? You said you a hit, bro.
I would never in my life.
Hey, you know what? To be honest, to be fair, you are too dark for her. And I ain't even talking about complexion. I'm talking about your
Attitude.
morale. Yeah, your attitude. She's like, no, I smell nigger on his breath. I don't know if I can say that on YouTube.
Well, all right. So I was watching the first half of the game in the car coming back from my family gathering, and
You
Jordan
didn't fall
Love.
asleep?
It was a boring game. That's what I'm going to say. Like, it was a boring game. Jordan Love gets injured because he's made of shit. So, oh well.
He's made
And
of shit is the real
yeah,
life
he's
guy.
soft, is what I'm saying. He's
I
soft.
wish this could be the title. He's made of shit.
It will be.
He
Malik Willis
is he
comes in.
soft or he hasn't learned. Look at his teacher, bro. His teacher
Aaron
was
Rodgers.
Aaron. Yeah, and he split.
Rodgers
Like
said,
I'm
"Shoot me
split.
up, I'll get back out there."
Dog. Hey, that 2017 Aaron Rodgers, that shit means something to me. And I'm
Yeah,
not
that's what
even a
I'm saying.
Packers fan.
Aaron Rodgers said, "Shoot me up, I'll get back out there. Come on, coach, put me back in, sir. You're
And
from
what are you gonna do
California.
today? What are you gonna do today? And they gotta get they gotta make it.
Probably get his ass kicked. He's 48 years old."
Hey, they gotta make it today. We gonna talk about that. He might be the coach killer because they gonna fire Tomlin because of him.
I think Mike Tomlin's just like, get me out of here, put me out of my misery. I had a coach the last years of Ben Roethlisberger and his broken down body. I had a coach Kenny Pickett. I had a coach crazy Russell Wilson. I had a coach Justin Fields who doesn't know how to play football. I had a coach Mason Rudolph who's another racist. I had a coach who else? We had Duck Hodges. All these guys. Mike Tomlin has been like saddled with the worst types of quarterbacks since 2017. And don't forget, he's the guy who found Mike Wallace, Antonio Brown, Martavis Bryant, um, Sammy Coates. Who was the other guy that they found? And then left. He found like all the crazy hothead receivers that could ball out and then flamed out just as quickly. And now he's just like, give me out here. I want a new team. Let's restart this. Or he's going to retire. Either way. But
I think he goes to another team. He got 3 years. Hell, he might get the Chiefs job because Andy Reid might be over it.
Juju, thank you, Zell. Juju Smith-Schuster. That was another one that they took a chance on.
Pickens. Somebody said Pickens as well.
Yep. George Pickens. Thank you. Urkel.
Urkel Tron.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
That's it. He is the wide receiver whisperer. Like he's able to pick these guys, and like you broke the news to me this year that Juju Smith-Schuster was half Samoan, so that explained why his career died out like Jey Uso's Powerade stamina.
Yeah, no cardio, bro. You ain't never seen Juju run a 4.5. He can't even run a 4.5. I don't think.
But the news today was like Pete Carroll and the Raiders might be heading towards the end sooner than they think. I'm like, you mean to tell me the Raiders made a mistake hiring a guy that's over 75 years old? What a shock! What? The guy who picked Geno Smith as his quarterback and Chip Kelly as his offensive coordinator, he might be a bad coach now? Oh my! What else is new, sir? What day is it? What?
Hey, also let's say this: the Raiders. You know what? All right, let's do this right now, and then I'll talk about the Raiders.
I wipe my ass with the Raiders because that's what they are. They're toilet paper. They're fucking useless.
And dude, speaking of teams that's been bad longer than they've been good, legit. Look, this how bad. We only know one.
You got to go back to Rich Gannon. Rich Gannon. That's the last time the Raiders were good. Rich Gannon was horrible for the first 10 years of his career.
I'm trying to think. Is Trucker? No, Trucker. Rome ain't no Raiders fan. I'm trying to think. The only
Rock is.
Come on, bro. So we know people. No, but it's only two Raider fans that are employed. It's CJ and it's Rock. The other ones, they are unemployed.
CJ's actually from the area, so he asked to root for them. Rock, that's the thing I told Rock.
No, he doesn't. The 49ers is right there.
No, I can tell you, when you're in certain parts, you really can't like abandon ship from one to the other. All right. Like again, like if the Raiders were to get good all of a sudden, I wouldn't just like jump ship and be like, the black hole, just win, baby, all that bullshit that I like to spout and dress up as. but no.
You
I'm
said
not,
if they get good, yeah, the next 10 years, I'll
well,
have dreads by then.
never. They'll never be good. They have Mark Davis as their owner, who was the son of the last owner, and look what he did.
And dude,
He took
they went from
Jamarcus Russell.
Chucky, they went from Chucky to Pete Carroll, right?
No, they had your boy Antonio Pierce was the coach,
Oh yeah, I'm tripping. Hey, shouts out to
and
the homie
he
Antonio
he took
Pierce.
the job from Josh McDaniels. Josh McDaniels took the job from John Gruden. There was
So
an
that's
interim
four
coach before
coaches,
them. Yeah,
almost five in the past 6 years.
and before John Gruden, it was Jack Del Rio, and
Yeah,
before Jack Del Rio, it was someone
seven.
else. In the 2010s, they went from like Lane Kiffin to
Yeah,
Tom Cable to Hugh Jackson to maybe one or two other guys. Oh, Dennis Allen, and then one other guy I'm
11.
forgetting. But like they've had they're in double digits since 2007. I think they've been in double digits since the Super Bowl loss to Tampa Bay.
Yeah, that's not good. In
The
the
only
past
team to
20
fire more
years.
coaches is Cleveland, I would say.
Yeah, look how they turned out. And they probably got a better future than the Raiders. Free
Not as
Shador.
Stefanski's, not as yeah, I was just saying, not as Stefanski's going to be there.
Yeah, somebody got to go. Either he got to go, Shador got to go, or Stefanski got to go. And
Probably.
Stefanski, you can fucking walk. Because what if we can get Mike Tomlin?
Well, this is why Mike Tomlin should have drafted Shador. Like all that talk of like what team should have drafted Shador. Like the Ravens wanted to draft him, and he told them no. The Giants, the Giants thing I don't believe because Brian Dable I think is also a bad coach. But
Yeah.
To bring it back, like we can see the impact of a good coach because look at Caleb Williams last year, and look at Caleb Williams this year.
Yeah.
He's acting like he's the new Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes tears his knee, and Caleb Williams is now our new savior.
Man, look at his fucking nails, dog. I can see that
Dude,
shit
the
from a
way
distance.
when I seen him throw that ball last night, I said, hey, paint your nails, paint your face, paint whatever you want. You got it, man. You can do whatever. He threw a ball towards the end of the end zone, and the guy still caught it. And then in overtime, he's just like, fuck it. And somehow it just drops in DJ Moore's hands. Like it's easy. And the way he runs too. Like I don't like USC players, but he was the only USC player I've ever liked.
But let's check this out. So we're going to go back to Barry and the Bears fans. So what happened last year, his rookie year? Man, this shit trash on Larry.
All
This
right.
shit
No.
trash. It's
I'll
trash.
defend them because they had the worst coach in football. Matt Eberflus was horrible. He didn't know what offense to run. And then he, in that Thanksgiving Day game against the Lions, he had the timeout to spend for them to win that game. He doesn't call the timeout, and the clock runs out after they run their last play. They were coached by a loser. But if you want to say, okay, who hired the loser, then that's where you got to get on their case. Like the Bears constantly employ idiots in the front office to then hire idiots to be on the sidelines. Because they can find talent or trade for talent. They've been able to do that. Again, they like Khalil Mack, they made that trade. Speaking of John Gruden, again, that's when we knew John Gruden was washed, when he traded Khalil Mack to Chicago for picks.
Yeah. And they went off on Matt Nagy, but understandable.
Matt Nagy was a guy who he had that good year, like I said. He had the 10 wins with Trubisky, but he's a guy like Steve Spagnuolo or Jim Schwartz who's better as a coordinator. He's better at, his. I think Matt Nagy's an offensive guy, so I think he's better at offense. You can't do the whole. And again, to coach an offense, you actually need a quarterback. Their mistake was they took Mitch Trubisky third, and Mahomes and Deshaun Watson were the quarterbacks taken after Trubisky. Like they were all in on this guy who was so raw and unproven that they passed up on two guys. One guy who had won a national championship in college being Watson, and the other being a guy who had all the numbers in college being Mahomes. So which would you take? The guy who's raw and unproven? Yeah, let's take him.
Yeah.
But
So if
Hey,
we want to talk about it, we gotta have that discussion too when everything is in place, as far as the playoffs, which is what, 2 weeks from now. We
after
gotta have
this
that
week, there's only
discussion.
two games. Yeah, after this week, there's only two games remaining for each team.
Yeah, because I think the AFC is wide open. Eve and Ant was talking about it. We was on wiretap. I said this is Jared Allen's and Lamar Odom, or Lamar Odom. I'm tripping.
Josh
Lamar
Allen.
Jackson. Lamar Jackson's like Josh Allen. My fault. I said Jared Allen. Uh, Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson's like window.
Yep.
This is their window. You can take the kid off the screen. Let them see this. But no, this is their. I'm not gonna say this their only opportunity, but this their opportunity more than ever to make it to the Super Bowl, because next season they're gonna retool the Chiefs. They're gonna get a
Yeah.
better offensive line. They're gonna get way better wideouts. Travis Kelsey is gone. Good riddance. So they feel like it might be the last dance for Andy Reid too. So I feel like right now is your opportunity to get that Super Bowl, or at least go to the AFC, because the NFC, I don't know. I think I said, actually, I think I said, who did I say could come out the NFC? The
One,
Rams.
I mean, I was about to say it's gonna. We have three contenders in the West because only a game separates them. The Seahawks are a game ahead of the Rams. The Rams are a game ahead of the Niners, and then there's the Bears, as we just mentioned. Green Bay is still in it as well, I think. Um, the one in the South is going to come down. They say it's going to come down to Tampa Bay or Carolina, which
Go
is
ahead, give it to Tampa.
I was about to say, like, there's no way Bryce Young is going to lead his team to the playoffs when he's throwing from east to west every game. And the Eagles are probably going to self implode because they all hate each other and their coach is a dipshit. So that's going
Yeah,
to be the what I agree. The AFC, Josh Allen, if you can't win it this year, you might as well retire because now you
yeah.
have no excuse. Lamar Jackson, I love you, but you'll have no excuse either if you can't win it this year because the Chiefs are out. The beast
Yeah.
is slayed. There's nothing in your way except yourself. There's no Arrowhead Stadium or whatever it's called now. There's no Pat Mahomes and his what the fuck play was that. There's none of that bullshit. It's just mano a mano, one on one, you and me. It's but at the same time, I don't know if the North or the South or the East or the I mean it's because for some reason this Patriots team is good too, and they're probably everyone's favorite dark horse contender when you have to break it down between Mike Vrabel and the way he coaches defense, and then Drake May made the quarterback leap this year. So we'll see. This probably will be again the most wide open playoffs since
2019, 2018.
no. I'm going to say probably the year Brady got injured in
Yeah,
in
because 2018,
2008.
2019. Yeah.
In 2008, I'm going to say I think because every season since 2015, Tom Brady or Patrick Mahomes have been in the Super Bowl. So like I said,
Yeah.
this is the most wide open. Well, the exception of the ones Cincinnati, Los Angeles Super Bowl, in which Matt Stafford and Aaron Donald finally got their rings. But that's what I mean. Like this is who's the favorite? Nobody. It's winner takes all.
Winner takes all, like the Survivor Series from 2001. Yeah.
But I'll say this about the Bears fans. Yes, they haven't had a lot to root for. I haven't encountered as many Chicago people as you have. So I don't
I'm
know if
surprised.
they're if why because I'm in Minnesota.
Yeah. That's
I don't
like
think they
not
migrate
that
this
far
way.
away.
I don't. Why would they want to leave Chicago for Minnesota? It's the same fucking shit. And the Bears
No,
aren't
but I
there.
would think because some people have, ties to Illinois, that there'll be some Bears fans out there.
No, there's a weird thing with like there will be Packers fans here that are Minnesota born and bred. Yeah, they're and that's because the Packers were good and the Vikings were terrible. Yeah,
Yeah, I get it.
but um, yeah. So their arrogance now, or like their annoyance when they were bad, it's like, well, yeah, you've been bad because there was this guy who had a great video. Like, look at every quarterback that they've had. Of course, they have a right to complain. They went from Jim McMahon to like Jim Harbaugh and Rex Grossman, Kyle Orton, Jason Campbell, like all these guys, Mike Glennon, Nick Foles, they tried all these guys and none of them worked. So of course you'd be pissed off. And they had decent role players. They had Blanche Briggs and fuck it. Brian Urlacher was on Johnny Manziel's podcast. I didn't watch or listen to it, but I saw a clip and on the side of Brian Urlacher's hat it said Trump, and there was a USA flag on his hat. I'm like, Brian Urlacher, out and about, proud of his president, I guess, but sheesh.
I'm not surprised because he was I think when he got in the Hall of Fame, he was like, "Look at my mixed son."
I wasn't surprised. I guess I should be surprised. I mean, shouldn't be surprised because he was one of those guys who got the weird bad hair transplant after he retired, where he was bald his entire career. Then all of a sudden he showed up with a head. I don't want to say a full head of hair, but a head of hair, and it's like, what's going on, pal? You do something recently? Like,
And they get the transplant look like dried up beef jerky.
yeah, it looked all like Play-Doh, just like smacked on the top of his head. Like, here you go. That'll be $8,000. But yeah, they don't rub me the wrong way. To me, the most annoying fan base is in football. The Cowboys, yeah, but that's hard for me to say because obviously Kiki being a Cowboys fan. But the Cowboys fans are annoying because that's literally like you've seen the same movie every year. You make a stupid mistake over and over, and then you want to protect Dak Prescott, the guy who makes the stupid mistake over and over and over. Or Jerry Jones, much like Vince McMahon, the company will be in a better spot when they're dead. So on and so forth. So we're not going to go there this week. We're not going to go there. Nope.
No, I'm about to say his son is the one that's about to take over.
And look how the son's going in WWE. So you're going to get used to the shit staying the same, you know? Except you're going to be much more of a money-making enterprise.
And then Pickens, he's only on a 1-year deal. So he can let him go. And then he going to draft for wideout because Jerry Jones, like, I like people that, I like picking people, like, the ones I used to pick cotton. I like picking them to be on the team. That's how I like my homegrown players. So he going to end up picking somebody that he thinks he is best for his team. It's just like Vinnie Mac. Hey, if I didn't make you, you can't get over.
Well, he was smart to cut Micah Parsons because look what happened last week. And now Jerry Jones like, see, that would have happened to us. I knew it was bound to happen.
That wasn't smart.
Yeah, that was. Yeah.
I don't think it was. In hindsight, yeah, we know Micah is injury prone, but still, dude.
And a headache. Let me go run to my podcast to talk about how bad we're playing.
Did he do that this year? I didn't see too many clips.
But I'm saying in the past, like that's another reason as to why I wouldn't want this guy around because you've created a dynamic that I don't want to keep supporting. Whether he's doing it this year or not, he established it early on in his career to like, what the fuck? You're barely 25. What are you doing having a podcast right now to break down the game we just played? You haven't won anything or done anything yet. Draymond Green, I can understand it because he got his podcast going after they won their titles, but so it's much more that annoying thing of like, you can't talk shit to me. My rings are right here, but he's right in that aspect.
Right. And he's
Micah Parsons doing it just like, yeah, you're getting way ahead of your skis here. Like, what the fuck? Like you have no playoff wins except, I guess the one that they sent Tom Brady into retirement, but yeah, that was it. So.
Yeah. Well, that's some news for y'all.
I'm just lay off the Bears fans. Let them enjoy their run because it probably might not last.
They're annoying, but they're not super annoying.
And they live in Chicago. It was -20 last week when they played the Browns, so that's what they got to deal with. Like, so again, just let them be.
I do, because I don't want them to say, "Oh, Larry, you bogus."
What
Josh
about
just
the
said, "What about the Dolphins?" Go
What
ahead,
about the
Vegas.
Dolphins? How much
Go
time
ahead,
you
Vegas.
got, Josh?
I'll let you handle that one before I say
No,
something.
here's the thing. Go right from 2025 on. We are no longer trusting Samoan, Hawaiian, or Tongan quarterbacks. I don't care how good
Oh
they'll look in
yeah.
college. We're not doing it. We're not doing it. Bloodline
The
out.
views
No. No yeet.
expressed on this podcast are
No.
those
They're
of
not. No, we're
Vegas.
not. I don't. We're not doing it. Nope. We're not doing it anymore.
Why don't you think they make good quarterbacks?
They're just not good quarterbacks. Look at the guys in college. DJ Ugalele, um, Nico. That's why. DJ. No, I'm sorry. What's his name?
This is racial.
Nico. Racial. No, this isn't. I'm saying
Wait,
they've
is
turned out to be
Tua
back to us
my fault?
Hawaiian.
Is Tua mega now?
I think they all look at Roman Reigns. They're all MAGA.
When did he even decide? All right, man. He from a blue state. When did he decide to flip a switch?
Who?
Tua.
I don't know. Well, one, he went to Alabama for college. So what do you think happened there, huh?
Fair point.
What do you think
Well,
about that Trump there?
You got to remember too, man. He in a different tax bracket. Yeah, he can't count to one,
Don't give
but
me
still.
that shit. No, he showed up with them cornrows like he was Drake. Come on, no.
Yeah, don't look. If he got them cornrows done by African, his brain about to explode.
Listen, I'm saying it loud so y'all can hear me. No more Hawaiian, Samoan, no more Polynesian Islander quarterbacks. We're throwing it out. It's done. It's like the white cornerback. Cooper DeJean was the last white cornerback. We're never doing it again because he's got that Nikki Bella stink on him, and he's going to turn to dust real quick because that woman. You want to talk about weak in the legs?
Hey, he wilding too yesterday. He was like, "Yeah, I did that because it's a tribute to John Cena. You not low. You not low, doggy. You
That's
not
pineapple
low."
for
But I
breakfast.
understand.
Okay, Bobby Heenan.
But that's racial.
but yeah,
What
Caleb
position
Williams.
should they play?
Now you really want me to turn into fucking what's his name? Oh, Dave Portnoy. Now you really want me to turn into Dave Portnoy and be like, they offensive line. That's the big, the strong. They need to be blocking the quarterback.
And
not
that's when I
playing
get
the
out the camera like this.
Yeah.
I try to leave the camera like this.
That's where they need to be. They need to be right on the offensive line. You're not throwing the ball. You're stopping the ball from being run. That's what you're doing. Okay. All right. You know,
why is that?
Who taught you how to throw the ball, huh?
Why should they do that?
I'm just saying there hasn't been, because you can't say Tua was good. He had a season and a half. That was it. A season and a half.
Yeah.
Watch what's going to happen when he goes pro. Roast beef. Who are these people? What are these names? Roast beef 2351.
That's an 07 homage name.
Because what happened to Tua's brother? He was trash in college. And then like I said, we got Nico Imiavia. There's the Jordan Maavia in USC. Yeah, like these guys, they don't play good quarterbacks. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to. It just works out that way. It just does. I'm saying it's like the white cornerbacks. It's like the white point guards. The only good white point guard we've had in the NBA is TJ McConnell. Or I think Fernando Mendoza, he's going to be good because he's a Kirk Cousins clone. They took Kirk Cousins' DNA and cloned him into Fernando Mendoza. He's the exact same guy. They have the same type of like weird smiley face, and they play the same style. No, they had that when they smile, they look like the Team America dolls, and it freaks me out. It freaks me out. Kirk Cousins looks like the Team America doll. Watch him.
No, I know, but that's what's hilarious about it. Cuban Kirk Cousins.
And he did that Cuban shit the way Cody Rhodes does that Cuban shit, Josh. He did that. Hey. Okay, puppy. He was doing that shit out of nowhere where it's like, okay, I see what you're trying. And aren't Cubans the ones also pro-Trump?
Very.
Yeah. So what do we do? And Kirk Cousins, God, and all that is a Trumper too. When he was being all iced out and the Kirko chains and all that. No, I ain't fucking with that.
Kurt James.
I am one of the loudest black quarterback advocates out there. So I will always defend every black quarterback until like Justin Fields this year, until they can't be defended anymore. Because every black quarterback does get a bad shake.
Yeah, you and Skip Bayless, the only white dudes that be defending black quarterbacks.
And Steve Young. Because Steve Young, he would fight for Lamar Jackson as if it was his own son.
Man, Lamar, man, listen, again, like we said earlier, I really want him. This is the perfect time for him to get Super Bowl. I really want him to get Super Bowl. Again, he was like, hey, bro,
remember
let that go.
When Brock Lesnar, he wanted a feud with Goldberg. He's like, Mr. McMahon, give me Goldberg, please. In 2004, remember when he did that? That's like me for Lamar Jackson. Like, God, football gods, give me the Lamar Jackson title this year. I'll do whatever you want, please.
I remember that shit. He was crying out for a match against Goldberg, Bill Goldberg.
Give me Goldberg.
Bro, what was the reason for that program? They were just they wasn't even really beefing.
Well, no, they were at Survivor Series 2003. The show we reviewed was Zell, Whole Lot of Blood. That's an old school one. Brock Lesnar is WWE champion. Goldberg is world heavyweight champion, and they do that like stare off. I mean, that stare down of like, hey, you're like Goldberg is a Brock. And that's pretty much all it is. And then at the Royal Rumble, Goldberg's not the champion anymore because he's going to be in the Rumble match, and Brock Lesnar beats Hardcore Holly. Like, that's a fucking struggle to put on an 8-minute match of Bob Holly. Whew. And then he does that thing. He tells Terry Reynolds, like, why are you talking to Bill Goldberg? Bill Goldberg's not a champion anymore. You should be talking to Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar just defended his WWE championship. Then Goldberg's like, Brock, when I win the Royal Rumble, maybe it's your title I'm going to go after instead of Triple H. And then Goldberg shows up in the Rumble, cleans house. He's spearing everything, and damn it, Bill Goldberg is going to WrestleMania. And Brock Lesnar slides into the ring when he can slide into the ring. F5's Goldberg, and then Kurt Angle throws him out. And that leads to that match, because don't forget that No Way Out 2004 in San Francisco, the city by the bay, Goldberg helps Eddie Guerrero become WWE champion. So, yeah. That was 60-second wrestling history with me.
Yeah, because I'm like, dude, I totally forgot all about that. I just remember everybody going them at MSG.
Goldberg showed up. He bought a ticket. Oh, no, he was given the ticket by Stone Cold Steve Austin. Stone Cold Steve Austin's like, Bill, here's a couple of tickets to No Mercy out in San Francisco. And Bill, don't do anything I want to do. And then he's sitting there with his Who's Next beanie and his Santa Sleigh t-shirt for the movie he had just filmed, the Killer Santa movie, which I've actually seen. That movie's insane. And then Brock Lesnar comes out. He's like, Bill Goldberg, yeah, you sit in that front row like the bitch you are. And it's like, whoa. He gets in there and he Brock Lesnar gives him like those shoulder tackles into the corner. Bill Goldberg takes off his beanie and then beats Brock Lesnar's ass for like 3 minutes. And then Paul Heyman does like, stop it. This man has a match tonight. Stop it. That shows you how much I watched that No Way Out 2004 DVD I had.
Yeah, to that motherfucker Skip, because you remember everything.
Yeah, he tries to give him that jackhammer. I think he only gives him the spear. And then that's where like, Goldberg, you're arrested. You're arrested and you're banned from the building. And they put Goldberg in handcuffs or maybe zip ties and they get him out of there. Yeah. But
okay, then.
All right, so we're going to wrap it up. We're not really going to talk about what necessarily happened in this story because to me it's too tragic and too dark to talk about. But Rob Reiner, may he rest in peace, legendary figure in Hollywood, and I say figure because he started out as an actor, obviously on the show You and Dot Love, All in the Family. All in the Family. where he was Meathead, and then he turned out to be one of the best directors of his era, and goes to show, like, at the time, the nepo baby thing wasn't really a negative back then, because it was a Hollywood business. You kind of really had to be born into the business to have a career. You had to have a mother or a father or a brother or a sister, someone give you your shot. His dad being Carl Reiner, the famous comedian and then director of comedies himself. I watched The Jerk for the first time this year, and that was a movie that Carl Reiner had directed. And Rob Reiner, yeah, once he stops, well, not stopped, he took the leap from being a TV actor to a major motion director, and his first movie is a classic in terms of this is Spinal Tap, which I think it's a classic for what it is. And obviously it's one of the pioneers of the mockumentary style in terms of its impact and resonance today with stuff like The Office, Modern Family, and then the mockumentary movies we've gotten since then. And obviously he worked with Christopher Guest on that movie, and Christopher Guest had all the ones that he directed, like Best in Show, A Mighty Wind. But more famously, Rob Reiner made The Princess Bride, one of my favorite movies of all time, featuring Andre the Giant. Anybody want a peanut? You idiot! You idiot! Hit him with the rock.
Balls, I can't walk balls.
Yeah, a classic written by William Goldman, one of the most legendary screenwriters of all time. He did Butch Cassidy, the Sundance Kid, All the President's Men, and this was his screenplay from his own book. So it was two legendary figures working together. And after that, let me pull up the rest of his filmography, because he goes on a run. This is Spinal Tap in '84, Stand By Me in 1986, one of the best movies about young adolescents. Then The Princess Bride in '87. Then When Harry Met Sally in 1989, my favorite rom-com of all time. And then Misery in 1990. I haven't seen Misery. That's a blank spot in my filmography. I haven't seen Misery.
Classic.
But obviously iconic for Kathy Bates's crazy performance. And then he does A Few Good Men in 1992. Like, that is a legendary 8-year run right there. And the famous story from A Few Good Men that he told to Rich Eisen, I've seen this before, not recently, but I saw it a couple months ago, where he was like, the iconic showdown between Tom Cruise and Jack Nicholson in the courtroom. They filmed Jack Nicholson's parts already, and Robert's like, Jack, can we do another take? And Jack was like, why? You just got it, right? Thinking like, why should we do another take? Like, come on, Jack. And he's just like, just one more, just to, because I think he was saying, like, for the camera angles and all that was his way to try to get him to do it again. And he's like, okay. And he's like, and Jack Nicholson did the take the exact same way. Not as a negative, he's just saying, like, his performance was that good. He was that fine-tuned as an actor. Like, they were able to get all the extra coverage they need, but like, he was just in awe that this guy could repeat the same exact great performance that he just saw minutes ago on command like that. It's like, that's one of the greatest working pleasures in my life, was to be on set that day and see that happen. But he just was kind of like, I wasn't trying to insult Jack, but it was just, let's just do it again. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the rest of his career, I'd say, isn't as great as that run he just had. What do his movies mean to you, or him as a figure in Hollywood? What's that exactly? Where does it stand for you?
So the first time I seen him, even though I love All in the Family, but the first time I recognized who he really was is when I watched The Wolf of Wall Street, and obviously he played Jordan Belfort's dad. Who the fuck is calling me on a Tuesday? Well, he's watching Night Rider.
No, it's The Equalizer. I'm trying to watch the fucking Equalizer, and the voiceover is like, and he would just break into this British accent. Nigel, hello, Nigel. Oh, it's a pleasure talking to you, Nigel. Yes, righto. Talk to you in the morning. Yes. This motherfucker. Oh, this cocksucker calls me, and then I think the last half of his career really was being a great supporting actor in these roles. He was great on New Girl as Zoe Deschanel's dad, and when Jamie Lee Curtis is her mom, and they have good chemistry together, the two of them, because Jamie Lee Curtis, his husband, is the aforementioned Christopher Guest, the guy who he worked with on This Is Spinal Tap and Princess Bride and all that. But yeah, I think he was just as enjoyable as watching as an actor as he was as he was his director. But like I said, he goes on to direct North, the movie with Elijah Wood. I've never seen that. The American President. I like The American President. It's written by Aaron Sorkin, and that's the path that leads him to create The West Wing, the TV show. He does Ghosts of Mississippi. I haven't seen that one.
I've seen
the
that.
The Story of Us. I've seen parts of this. This is the Bruce Willis, Michelle Pfeiffer, or Michelle Pfeiffer
I'm about to say.
divorce movie. He did Alex and Emma with Kate Hudson and Luke Wilson. Never seen that. Rumor has it, I've seen this. Rumor has it is the movie with Jennifer Aniston and Kevin Costner, where it's supposed to say like the Graduate actually existed. Like the movie The Graduate was taken from a real life inspirational event. Like her grandmother was the woman that was Mrs. Robinson, the man. So it's kind of that weird thing. It'd be like if you and I made a movie where I'm trying to think like something that was fictional actually took place. Either way, he did that, and then famously he did The Bucket List, and that started the whole trend of like the bucket list idea. But overall, like I said, his career wasn't as high. It had peaked in the early '90s, and then kind of had a drop off in the from then on. That, and that's kind of been, as we talked about a few weeks ago, the Tarantino thing of not wanting to stay as a director too long in your age, because you feel like you start to make bad movies. But then there's like Scorsese and Ridley Scott, exceptions to the rule, who actually do make at least entertaining movies the older they get. If they may not necessarily be great, they still are still watchable. So
Yeah.
That Anaconda movie, when it was announced, I was pissed off because they picked Jack Black and Paul Rudd. I hate Jack Black. I love Paul Rudd. So that right there was a strike against it in my eyes. 2, why do we need to remake Anaconda? The first one's not that good.
Legit.
It's not even a bad movie that's entertaining. It's just a bad movie. Yeah, The Bucket List is the movie where Jack Nicholson is the rich guy, Morgan Freeman's the poor guy, and they're gonna like combine their bucket list to get them done faster because they're both on borrowed time. I've never seen it, but yeah, it's always on my TNT or TBS.
Yeah, that's how I saw it.
It's best used in the movie Easy A when Stanley Tucci, Emma Stone's father, is trying to pick the family movie night, and he's like, we're either going to watch this or The Bucket List. And they're like, just pick where. He's like, The Bucket List. I'm picking The Bucket List. I've never made a better choice than I have right now. It's Bucket List time.
It's not a bad movie.
And then the third strike against the Anaconda movie, Amp, to as we are about to end the episode in the next 7 minutes, is it's like the rumor has it, the Graduate thing. Anaconda the movie exists in this Jack Black Paul Rudd movie, so they want to remake Anaconda on their own, and that's when I'm like, and it turned out this movie is written and directed by the guy who did that Nick Cage movie a few years ago, where Nick Cage was playing Nick Cage, the whole time, and that guy started his career with the Zac Efron, Miles Teller, Michael B. Jordan chick flick. Well, not chick. They were trying to call it a dick flick because they were like, this might start the new trend about male-centered rom-coms, like rom-coms for guys. That Awkward Moment. He wrote and directed that movie, which is okay. It's not a bad movie. It's enjoyable for what it is. But they were like, is this going to be the new trend where since we have all these young, good-looking guys in the mid-2010s, are they going to start leading these rom-coms as men instead of the women of the 90s leading the rom-coms as women? Which was, in fact, again, like I said, kicked off due to When Harry Met Sally, and that spawned Meg Ryan on her run as the queen of the rom-com, and then Julia Roberts, and so on and so forth. But yeah, that Anaconda movie looks atrocious, and they already gave away that Ice Cube's in it. Like they like the
Really?
Triple X third movie, the one that Vin Diesel did. They gave away Ice Cube was in the trailer for that.
So is this a sequel or a remake?
Of Anaconda, it's both. It's what I just said. It's both. They're treating it like Anaconda the movie's real, but they're remaking. It's like I said. It's trying to break the fourth wall, but be meta. It's what wrestling is. It's kayfabe, but you have to treat it like it's real.
Shit gonna make $5. Good luck.
Yeah, exactly. It's coming out on the week of Christmas, as Avatar: Fire and Ash made 136 on the first night, 136 million.
Man, they inflating them numbers, bro.
I don't get it.
I don't believe it.
I don't get it.
I think they cheating with them numbers.
You think they're buying the tickets themselves?
Yeah, because come on, bro. Every movie they always, we did the gate. We went past the gate. We did it again.
I can't co-sign that, because why would Disney then threaten to pull the plug on the fourth one if when they can just say they don't want to make it? So that's the only argument that's the only argument I can say as to like, why is Disney unless Disney really wants to make a fourth one and they're trying to, like I said, make it like a wrestling angle, like, hey, who knows, maybe there won't be another one of these. I guess you gotta go see it, right? Wink, wink, wink.
But then what they gonna say about the fourth and the fifth one? Like, all right, this fifth one, I don't know, it might not come out.
Fourth, fifth, sixth, yeah. And James Cameron, this dickhead, a great director, just a douchebag of a human being.
Yeah. He even tried to shit on his ex-wife. What she was for her wife.
He said he was the one who actually wrote the script to Point Break, but the WGA wouldn't give him credit. So he's trying to still piss her off all these years later. What else? Oh, I saw the clip last night that he was on Stephen Colbert's show, and he said Stephen Colbert asked him what's his favorite action movie, and James Cameron did besides mine. Get it? Because I make great action movies. Yeah, it's like, and he said his answer was Die Hard. And I'm like, okay, I'm not mad at that.
Like, all right, bro.
Like, yeah, I get it. I get you made Judgment Day. I'm not saying you shouldn't. I'm not saying you shouldn't be praised for making one of the best action movies or movies of all time.
No, just one of the best movies ever.
Yeah, but like, don't be a douchebag about it. Again, the king of the world and I've made technologies to the point where actors will be meaningless, so we don't need AI. It just, every time he speaks, he just sounds more and more like a douchebag. And I can't overlook that every time I always listen to these unmade movie pods or always read movies about unmade movies. I mean, read articles about unmade movies. His version of Spider-Man was gonna be terrible, so terrible. So thankfully, it didn't exist, because it would have been worse probably than the Tim Burton Superman movie that he was going to try to make. Either way, I haven't seen the last Avatar. I'm not going to see this one.
No, I'm cool.
Not my cup of tea. Not my tempo.
I saw the first one. That was good enough.
Yeah. All right. You made a video game. Congrats. Way to go. You made cutscenes the movie. Like, great.
Right. That was good enough for me. I'm cool on the second and third one. Salute. And I don't need to see the Avengers trailers at the theater. I got a TikTok.
And that, all right. When those teasers finally, hopefully they drop next week, so we actually have a bigger show to talk about before.
I've seen both of them.
I'm not searching out, because as I'm going to say, I'm spoiling the 2026 movie preview briefly by saying Avengers Doomsday is not in my top 10 most anticipated. It is not. I will explain further when we do that episode at the start of the year. So make sure you're subscribed, turn those notifications on, all of that. But yeah, these teasers, I'm not actively searching out for them on my own. If I see one come across my feed, I'll watch it. But I'm not going to do like I used to, where like, I need to see the footage. Where is it? Where is it? Show me the footage. Like, I'm not doing that. All right. But everything I'm reading, all right.
Then
It,
stop hating. We back. He keep hating, talking about I don't believe it. We back.
I just think it's a poor. All right, we talked about this when X and Van joined us last time. I think the Robert Downey Jr. casting decision is the worst casting decision in cinema history. I'm not. I don't like to be hyperbolic over. I think it truly is the worst casting move. We just had the Brainiac news yesterday. James Gunn wanted to throw that into the fire just so it would be forgotten. That way people were mad, like, why didn't you cast so and so? Why didn't you cast so and so? Why didn't you cast? He casted someone he thought was good for the role. Okay, I don't think it was a good choice, nor it was a bad choice. It was just someone whose career I'm not familiar with. It is what it is. This is also the same guy who gave us the guy who I can't pronounce this actor's name, so that's why it's the guy who was Myrn in season 1 of Peacemaker and who played the High Evolutionary in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Great actor. I had never seen him in anything until he was in Peacemaker. So James Gunn has an eye for talent, obviously. Like he did when he found Palm Clementieff in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. She then went on to be good in other movies since, especially the last 2 Mission Impossibles. So I'm not saying James Gunn is a bad scout as much as he's annoying as a Twitter personality. So that's our quick breakdown of the Brainiac news. And it's Brainiac. It's mostly going to be a mixture of I think he's going to be prosthetics and all that, but we'll see how he also does it too. I don't want to get ahead of myself because he did turn what was Metamorpho into like prosthetics. There aren't too many CGI characters in that Superman movie or motion capture.
He tries to do everything practical.
Yeah, obviously with the exception of being Groot, because a guy in a tree costume would be a little too much.
And man, I'm waiting for that Supergirl movie. That shit look fire. That's definitely gonna be on my list.
No, that's on my. That's definitely in my 10 least anticipated movies. But again, we'll get to it when we get to it. We're gonna have the 2025 movie review because I'm catching up. I've been catching up this week. I showed Banks. I watched Highest to Lowest, and then when you mentioned Ballerina, I was actually watching it that night. That was on my list for that night. So we're gonna be talking about this year's movies, what we thought of them. I'll have more takes than Banks just because I've seen more than Banks. But stay tuned to that episode. And hopefully Vane and I will reunite to do a college football playoff review episode, especially given what happened with yesterday's games. But yeah, we're about to wrap up here. Thank you all for tuning in. Make sure you like, comment, all that. If you have questions, leave them in the comments. Make sure you follow Banks over at RAOP, their Patreon. Like he was mentioned, Eve and him were on Wiretap with Dot. I assume Amp was there too, so I'm going to look forward to that episode. Him and Amp always drop an RAOP bonus episode. Those are great. And then Wiretap, Black Announce Table's Patreon, Eve and Banks doing what they do best. And finally, Banks versus Davis, where you can find us every week talking what we do. Movies, TV, music, sports, wrestling. My dad asked me about the John Cena retirement. He thought it was pretty bad. He thought it was bad.
Everybody does.
But
again, when it's your last day at the job, you ain't trying to do the most. You just trying to get up out of there.
I'm not gonna bitch and moan about it just because I don't care. I'm Tommy Lee Jones in The Fugitive. I don't care. That's my takes these days when it comes to wrestling. I don't. They gave the Austin Theory reveal. Okay. They had no ideas. That's why they're just like, let's get it out the way and move on.
Right. Let's see what they do with that.
Well, they're going to feed him to the wolves. That's what they're going to do. He's going to be the job guy.
Right, because we already know Triple Pump. He's a hater.
Anyway, we'll see y'all next time.
Salute. All that.